What's going on, Aquarius? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. Thanks so much for joining in today for your August 2020 mid-month tarot card reading. And I always use the Starman tarot card deck, you guys, and I use the Starguide spread to do this mid-month read for you. It's a staple on my channel, and I find it just is so revealing of things that might not be present at the surface of, you know, your recognition right now. So anyway, guys, thanks again for joining me, and I hope you enjoy, but keep in mind, this is a general read, and I do hope it resonates. So let me know down below in the comments what your favorite card was, or, you know, say hi or whatever, and thanks again for being here, everybody. So I'm going to just shuffle a couple more times, and then we'll get right into your reading, and I have to let you guys know that this is take 2. I started a reading for you guys, and it just felt so heavy, and it wasn't coming out. So I felt really disconnected from the reading, so I just trashed it, and I'm starting over again. So let's see what happens this time around. So the first card is going to look at your present situation for you, Aquarius, and sometimes it's so interesting that the same cards come out. So let's see what happens. Oh, completely different card. So your present situation, and this is a completely different feel. So we've got the King of Wands here, and the King of Wands is like, he is the, I'm getting like eye of the tiger, you know, he really pursues things. He likes to chase things. He's the burning flame of your desire to accomplish things. You know, just fantastic energy. And if you look very closely, you can see David Bowie peering out here, because he was the inspiration for this deck, and he collaborated on the artwork. So fantastic energy, you guys. Really feeling like you're at the top of your game. I don't know who I tapped into before, but it was, wow, this is a completely like 180, complete other end of the spectrum. So I'm glad I cut that one short, because it just didn't feel right. So let's see any cause of conflict that you could be having, because I know Aquarius really stand tall, you know, in the face of everything, right? And you have this like fantastic physical presence. But what's going on underneath that? And I had a couple of you guys comment that Aquarius doesn't care what other people think, but you know, I think that only goes so far, and in certain situations, even though I do agree with you to a certain extent. So let's have any cause of conflict. So we have the Empress here. So it could be so focused on physical goals that you might not be paying attention to or giving credence to your intuitive side, and you could be missing opportunities because of that. You know, people, when they get to the limit of not caring what other people think, it's because at some point you care too much about what other people think and you got hurt. So now you've got this shell, and the shell sort of goes around your heart, and you can start building up that wall around you. But it's not just deflecting other people's feelings, or it's cutting off access to your own feelings, your own intuition, your own higher self. So this is really interesting in the sense of the juxtaposition of the King of Wands as opposed to the Empress, because with this sort of more sensitive side, new opportunities will come in because you'll feel them as they come in. And the King of Fire, he's always looking for new opportunities. So really interesting set of cards here for you guys. So let's see if there's any changes that can help you face this challenge of where you might not be seeing the things that you want to see. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles here. So time to start really looking into the future, you know, and who are you deflecting? When you deflect out people that you don't care about, it's, you know, it's not going to pick and choose the people that are meant for you. And I see a bit of a disconnection from your higher self. And I did this really interesting meditation the other day, and it was talking about how your higher self allows people to come in to interact with you for the benefit of your growth. And not all those people are going to be your favorite people. So you could be denying your own long-term growth for the sake of standing tall and feeling unaffected by other people. So it's not always a good thing, you know? It's not always a good thing. And sometimes people can be really sort of, I'm getting words like intimidated or put off by this physical bravado that may be in place due to an incredibly painful scenario or multiple scenarios or some sort of trauma that you guys experienced. So, you know, sometimes people are brought in to challenge you so you can get to your next level, but if you're not allowing them to get close to you, how do you excel? You know? So let's see what your strengths are here right now. So this is really interesting, you guys. So it's like you're really putting a barrier up between you and your future. Have a really good hard look at the Prince of Pentacles here and what he's doing. So this is what you're really good at right now. And it might have been really necessary for you guys to protect yourself through a phase. You know, I think all of us have been through those times in our lives, like a breakup or maybe somebody passed away in your family. You know, the things that people go through are limitless, right? So you do need to put up that boundary to sort of get you through that, but then it can turn into a bit of a habit and a lifelong practice, and this may or may not be good for your long-term life. So anyway, I was talking about this card with the Prince of Pentacles, and what he's doing is looking backwards. You know, his steampunk horse is going straight ahead. So this is life. Life is continuing on without you, right? Without your participation on certain levels. I'm not saying that you're not involved in what is going on around you, but you know, there's certain things being filtered out intentionally. So you've got this ghetto blaster here, and what it is, it's like producing such a volume of noise that you're being filtered out on multiple levels, because you don't want to hear it, you don't want to see it, you're turned around away from it. You know, you could have really had a heartbreak and not want to trust someone else to come in and really, you know, awaken that part of you again. There's definitely some sort of trauma that happened. And it's keeping you sort of at a distance from your life. And, you know, it's like you're just touching the surface of it. You know, and like I said before, I think everybody goes through periods, but when does it stop? You know, and when do you get back on the train again? Do you know what I mean? And let's see any other challenges here for you, Aquarius. So you've got the sun here. So the sun really speaks of like your grand abundance, you know, and your best life and your potential to grow. And this is being challenged too. You know, it's just walls are walls, you know, it's gonna deter everything. Not just the stuff that is going to hurt you. It's gonna deter the good stuff too. Oh man. There's a really strong, like, suit of armor around that heart of yours. And what's it going to take to, who's got the key to that? You know, who's got the key to unlock it so that you can start experiencing life as it should be, and a certain life that may have been taken away from you at some point and really painful, you know? So guys, I mean, it's been very, very difficult here, but the exterior is like, yeah. You know, it's like when you see a Viking warrior sit down and cry. Nobody expects it because they just, on the battlefield, were like, you know, or like that dude in 300. I can never remember his name when I need to. You know, there's always a sensitive side to people. And that movie 300, you know, that, what's his name? Was it, I don't know. Let's just say Spartacus, but I think I'm wrong. But anyway, you know, King Leonidas. Got it. You know, with his family, he was incredibly tender, but then on the battlefield, he was somebody else. But I see the battlefield you being present in almost every area of your life, and maybe a little glimmer of that sensitivity coming out, because the last time you were that sensitive almost broke you. So let's see an outcome here for you guys. So you have the Prince of Cups, guys, and I was saying before with the Sun card, who has the key to unlock that steel cabinet you're keeping your heart in right now? Well, somebody has it, and then they're on their way in. You know, you have the Prince of Cups, and the Prince of Cups is all about a romantic invitation, or somebody that is just going to fill your heart so full, it's not going to have a choice but to overflow and, you know, rust that steel encasement around your heart and it'll fall off, you know, whether you want it to or not, because there's somebody so powerful coming in. And it could be a new friend, it could be a new relationship, it could be, you know, a stagnant relationship that you're in right now that sort of rekindles, where you guys get a chance to reconnect when you maybe have your guard down a little bit. But a really beautiful new beginning here for you guys. And so, you know, you can be that warrior, but you can also be that really playful, vulnerable person. It's okay to be both, you know, and you can't help the past any more than anybody else can. You know, it's really time to face the windshield, guys. And somebody is, I really see them coming in here with the Two of Cups, and they're going to float right in. You're not even going to notice them, you know, and then they're going to probably start to grow on you, and they'll make you start to reconnect with you, the real you, not just, you know, Leonidas you. Very interesting reading for you guys. So I'm going to wrap it up and just want to send you guys love and light and many blessings. Take care. Bye.